Oh my goodness, what a long day. So we woke up and drove down to Wake Forest, North Carolina, where we took my in laws to Texas Roadhouse for my mother in law's birthday. And I had taken a card making class at the senior center on Friday, and so I was able to make her a little card. And she really appreciated that. But goodness gracious, most people downsize when they retire, and my in laws have added like 600 square feet to their house from the one that they are moving from to the one they're building. I'll show a video of that. That'll be my next post, will be the video of their new home and how it's progressing and coming along. But yeah, medication still seems to be working. Did have a little alpha gal episode today. I have to tell you a funny story though. I had to use the porta john that's outside that their builders use at their home, their new home that they're building, because it's out in the middle of nowhere. But the first time I ever had to use a porta john, we were in Bristol, Tennessee slash Virginia, for a bluegrass Bristol Rhythm and Roots, which is a bluegrass festival that Chris and I love to go to. We haven't been in a few years, but I had to go to the bathroom so bad, and so I had to go into one of these porta johns, and there was no way I was standing on that toilet seat. So I'm trying to do the squat thing, you all know, and so I'm holding on to the toilet paper rack on one side, and what in my brain said was the sink on the other side. And I finished going to the bathroom, and I look over and I realize, no, it's a urinal. I had just hung on to a urinal to go to the bathroom, so I didn't have to sit on the toilet seat. Probably TMI, I don't know. I came out of there dousing myself uh, with hand sanitizer. There was no washing station. I made Chris go get a bottle of water. I poured it over my hands. I felt like pouring it over my body. It was so incredibly disgusting. So I learned my lesson today when I went to the sport john. It wasn't really that bad. Um, I ordered the salmon while everybody else ordered beef. And had some broccoli and some mashed potatoes, so all was good. Um, Sometimes it's hard to differentiate between the alpha gal and the ulcerative colitis, but I'm working it out. I'm working it out. Talked to my aunt today who lives in Ohio. It was so good hearing from her. But what I wanted to show you today was the fact that I finished my granddaughter Amelia's one of her birthday presents. I always try to crochet something for the grands for their birthday that means something, especially for them. And her birthday party theme was Bluey, which I didn't know anything about. So I had to watch a couple episodes just to school my grandmother self on who and what Bluey was and bingo. And apparently it's an Australian children's show. But anyhow, I made Bluey. Look at there. I know. He's supposed to be a dog. I followed the pattern. The pattern was in English terms, Australian terms, so that when it said double crochet, it was single crochet, and I followed as well as I could. Um, but my daughter-in-law said that Amelia will love Bluey. I also bought her a little dress and some sunglasses, and I'm going to make a little sunglass case for her. And also I'm making her a little granny square bag um, to put Bluey in. I'm working, here's what the bag looks like. Matches the same color as Bluey. And then I'm working on the handle for the bag. Now Amelia will be 3, so she's probably not too particular on what Bluey looks like and what Bluey doesn't. So anyhow, I've had a good couple days. Medication seems to be working really, really well. I'm very thankful and blessed for that. Um, Took my friend Christy shopping yesterday at Dollar General. She's been like another hour in there, but like I said, she has not been out lately, and she just bought a few things that she needed, and it's so good to see her having fun. She went to the senior center with me, which is the first time she's been in 5 years, and we went out to eat, and she just had a wonderful time. It's good to see her getting back on her feet, and that our um, adult protective services works. And I was very pleased with her social worker and very pleased at the way things are going for her, and she's very happy too. And so that made me happy, even though I came home and felt like I needed to take a nap. She ran me ragged. I tell you, she's 13 years older than I am, but I tell you what, she's a getter. She is. And it was just wonderful. And when I went to her room, she had things hanging on the door of the nursing home that made it look just real comfy and cozy. And she put a pillow on her bed, one of the little decorative pillows, and one on her chair, and just little decorations here and there that for the season. And it's just so good to see her coming back into herself. That just made me happy. So, I can't think of any other news. Chris is fine, I'm fine, dog's fine, cats are fine, kids are fine, grandkids are all fine. Although I have to tell you a funny story. My oldest son bought a little Shih Tzu for my grandson Jacob, who's 8. He's in 3rd grade. And Jacob has been real good about getting up in the morning and walking the dog and feeding the dog and playing with the dog and taking care of the dog. But about 4 in the morning, apparently the dog who's crated is 14 weeks old. He cries and whines, so Jamie, my oldest son, will come down and put him out in the backyard to do whatever needs to be done. And then when the dog comes back in and Jamie puts him in the crate, the dog will whine and cry. So the last few days, Jamie has been sleeping on the couch with the dog so the dog won't cry. And so I just told him the dog had him trained. But they all seem to really love the dog, and that's wonderful. I think it's really good for Jacob and probably for the whole family. So anyhow, that's a wrap. Nothing else going on around here. Hope you guys just have a wonderful day. Like I say, have a fine day all day long. Take care. Bye.